Hi, this is Jason with Cultivize. Today I'm going to take you through on how to set up the sales pipeline settings as well as the custom fields for your SharpSpring account. So you're going to receive the document from us, which looks like this document here on the right-hand side of my screen. Essentially, what we want to do is we want to understand what is your sales process. So we've created this helpful worksheet to be able to gather the information needed from you so we can set up your sales pipeline. So on the left-hand side here, we're actually inside of SharpSpring and we're in one of the pipelines. In this case, we're in the sales pipeline. You can see in this example, there's lots of different pipelines that have different types of stages. So we'll just use account managers for now. What we want to understand from you is what are the different names of your stages. So you can see here stage one, enter name, stage two, enter name. These are the stages right here. So stage one, stage two, stage three. Then we also want to know what is the probability of the deal closing each stage. So you can see here, there's a 95% probability the deal is going to close at stage one, and 90% at stage two, 0% at stage three. This will be different for every single pipeline you have and every single customer we work with. So you can see here in different pipelines, there's all different examples for what those stages might look like. Conventionally, the probability will go up higher and higher as you go through the different stages. So now I'm going to click on an example of one of these stages. I'm going to click on outreach. I'm actually going to edit that so I can show you the next item here. So if you can see on row 10, okay, we're asking the question, how long will the person stay in each stage of the pipeline? So this is what we need to know. We need to know how long is the person going to stay in this stage. So if you typically talk to a prospect and the next stage after the initial call is to follow up, and that usually takes about a week, well, then you want to put in 7 days right here. The next thing we want to know is what is considered low engagement. Essentially, how many times will there be a communication via email or phone call between you and the prospect or your salesperson and the prospect during that stage? Okay, so you'll enter in a number here. So for example, it would be 4. Okay, and this one would be 7. Oops, sorry about that. And this one would be 7, just so you can see the correlation. The next thing is sales outreach. How many emails should be sent by the salesperson or calls logged by the salesperson? So this is outbound. So if the sales cycle lasts 7 days, 4 might be excessive here. So maybe you might want to change that to, 1 time and 1 time, and we'll change it over here. Okay, so let's say we'll say 1 here as well. And then the next thing we want to know is, and this is optional, how many times should the contact be followed up with via phone and email? So this would create reminders. As you can see here, the follow-up policy is optional. So how many times during this stage should there be a contact follow-up via phone and email? So all we need you to do is to fill out this spreadsheet here. The color coding represents different pipelines. As you can see in this example, there's a lot of different pipelines. Typically, you might have a few or at least one. So you don't have to be compelled to fill out every single one as you go down. Essentially, you just need one full color block set up. And if you can see as I scroll across, there's a lot of different stages we've set up. So we believe it goes up to 10 stages. If you need to add more, you could certainly just copy and paste and add more in here. Okay. The next thing we want to talk about is the custom fields. So what we've done is we've created a type of field drop down so you can see the different types of fields we can create. We can create text input fields, text area, which is a larger text block, drop down menus, country, state, checkbox, where there's just one item checked, a group of items might be checked, and so on and so forth. These custom fields will appear in 3 different areas of your platform. So the first place they'll appear is inside, and I'm going to make the window a little bit bigger here so it's a little easier to see, inside of the CRM. So you can see here we're in a record here of Matthew. If we click on custom fields, these are all customized to each and every client. So, and we can create different categories and groups for these custom fields. The next place you'll find custom fields is in the account manager. So the account manager is where we have, if you have more than one contact for an opportunity, and even one contact for an opportunity, we have the opportunity to create custom fields in here as well. So if I scroll down a little bit, you can see in the custom fields section, these are additional fields that we've created for this example. The last place you'll see custom fields is in the pipeline in the sales tool. So if we go into an actual deal, and this is a deal right here, as you can see with Augie, if we go to the overview tab and scroll down, you'll see custom fields. So here's an example of what some drop downs would look like, check boxes. Again, you could have as many different types of custom fields in here as well. So we hope this finds to be useful for you. If you have any questions, please let us know, and we can help you set up the pipeline and custom fields spreadsheet so that we can get your SharpSpring account further set up. Thank you.